Hey, Dad. Seems like almost every other day I see a shop going out of business, too. Why do you think that is?
Oh, I think it's really close to the same reason. You got guys that aren't businessmen. You know, it kind of reminds me a lot of back before 2008 in the housing boom. You know, you were able to start a construction company. You had all these 18, 19, 20-year-old guys starting construction companies, and they were just booming. Well, it's really easy to have a business when everything's booming, you know. And then when 2008 rolled around, almost everyone I knew went out of business, right? You know, all the young guys that I hung out with, this and that all owned construction companies. Next thing you know, there's none of them left, right? And it's the same concept, you know. The trucking industry right now is falling on pretty hard times, you know. And we talk to our vendors and stuff, and our vendors saying exactly what you just said. About 50% of the small shops have just disappeared altogether. And that's because they weren't, you know, they didn't have business sense in the first place, right? So it's just a repeat of 2008. You know, when times are good, you can make all kinds of money, so you can kind of solve any problem. You know, if you have enough money, you can pretty much solve any problem. That used to be the way I operated for a long time, too. I learned a lot of lessons in 2008, but, you know, it used to be, well, if I have a hurdle I got to get over, we just work more, you know. Well, you know, when times are tough, you can't do that. Like, you know, if you're already running up against, you know, you're running over the road or something, and you're basically breaking even, working more is really not going to solve your problem. So same thing with shops and all that. You know, once the work gets tight and they've overextended themselves, it's just a lack of business sense.